EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. On first and 10, it's Haskins. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. 70 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On third down, Barkley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Pat Shurmur, he's going to roll the dice. His guys are going on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Check it back, check it back.
A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, now Manning. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 40 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Barkley. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Yes. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Yep. Let's go. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Check. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Manning. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now Haskins on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Lorenzo Carter coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on first down, Haskins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Haskins, third and long. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Giants 10.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks quarterbacks taken Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those three quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in, but the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington, but they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the 30 on second down, Manning is going to let one fly for Tate, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive,
and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now it's Haskins. Caught right side, Davis. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down, Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Manning. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Manning. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for Redskins touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One final try now for Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
There's any doubt that that was not a very good throw by Eli. And, you know, part of what happens is he's a little bit of a slinger, all right? He's going to throw it downfield and take his shots. And in this case, it backfired.
Worth noting, you remember 2007 against the Vikings, 3 pick 6s Manning had in that game, tied for the most in a game in NFL history.
Well, study his career. They've thrown the ball downfield a lot. That's where you'll accumulate a few more interceptions.
Dustin Hopkins, the kickoff for Washington.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And
a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Manning to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go on fourth down with Madden. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins. Well, on fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys.
And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and goal. Haskins, and this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always have...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Alec Ogletree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Haskins hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The quick slant caught. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now Haskins to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. Running for it, here's Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. They'll run it again with Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Madden. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh. And he lost the football. Golden Tate's gonna go. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time. And looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Madden, and now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. it here, taken in by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 53 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
51.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 76 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. Rosas to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
56. Giants 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Rosas now to add the PAT. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's second down. Second and 10 now. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants!
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
On second down now. Barkley quickly. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Manning now on third and goal. And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throw right side, caught by Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 5. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson. 65 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Still an important piece of... Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Haskins going to try to throw it. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Alpha, go! 51 to Mike.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Now a desperation. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get him 1 closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action now. Haskins. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
6-6, pull it high. Ready?
One final try now for Manning. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.